welcome to another edition of the Jersey Fanatics. I'm Chris the Dace Man Dace, joined as always by Erik Berezzo.
Hi.
And we're here to talk more Phillies. We've got good news, we've got bad news. So, what you want first?
We're always the positive type around here, so we gotta go positive first.
Alec Bohm returned on Sunday, and he is doing very well from somebody who had, like a sprained rib or whatever the hell he had? Fractured?
Rib, yeah.
Yeah, fantastic.
Moved up in the batting order, dropped your boy Casty down.
Who, good news, is doing a lot better now that you're taking the stress off of him.
JT Real Muto is proving why you have to re-sign him too, along with Schwarber.
Yeah.
Like the offense is
You said
start
at the
right moment.
With good news. You didn't say go into the bad news, where JT's now out of reach.
Yeah. Well, I said that our offense was firing on all cylinders, but we have to backtrack on what happened with Cincy.
All right, well, we'll go right into the bad news, because all the bad news is last week. They dropped the series to Cincinnati Reds. The only good news is now they're nipping on the heels to kick the Mets out of the wild card, so that's fantastic, because fuck the Mets. And we split the series with the DC. Like, why did we split with the Nationals? That should have been our little let's pad that lead some more series. We'll talk about how Aaron Nola still sucks ass. Why is Jordan Romano on our fucking team?
Why indeed?
And lastly, the wheels have fallen off. Blood clot found in that shoulder that has been giving him problems, and he's pretty much done for the season.
Hey, we got another positive.
Go on.
They brought up another pitcher for his MLB debut last night and then sent him right back down today after how great he did.
He's better than Jordan Romano. Better. I didn't even see it because I passed out, but I don't care what happened. He's better than him. It's fucking annoying. He needs to go away. And the trade deadline acquisition that I asked for was his walking papers. And we didn't get those walking papers. We still haven't gotten those walking papers.
Nope.
But let's talk about that Cincinnati Reds series. They won the first game when we were recording last week. That was awesome. We thought they were going to win the series. They did not.
We were firing on the cylinders after that freaking game.
I couldn't tell you what the hell happened. I don't get it.
I totally forgot that your boy, I shouldn't say we're firing all the cylinders, but your boy Jordan Romano got the win of that first game.
It probably wasn't. I don't even remember what happened in that game, but it was probably wide open. And he made it narrow and just stole the win from whoever started. Probably Cy Young Walker.
Yeah, it was. It was Taijuan Walker. He gave up 1 run in 6 innings. And then Romano came in. And
gave up 8 runs.
Yeah, well, no, he didn't give up any. He actually had 1 K, no walks. He actually did really well, no hits, no runs.
All right, calm down, Topper. He's either lights out or he's getting his lights knocked out.
He's either lights out or gives up 2 or 3 runs. So, Schwarber hit his 42nd home run that game. It was a 2-run shot. That was in the 8th inning. They scored all 4 runs that they were going to get in that game, in that inning. And that's how good old Jordan Romano got the win. You hate to see it, but that's just how the cookie crumbles.
I think they should fire him and let the Mets sign him like they've got some kind of win there. Go ahead, take him. Don't want him. Go away.
So you had Taijuan Walker pitch great, and you were like, oh, wow, we may actually win the series.
Right.
Then you had Ranger Suarez come in, and he looked terrible.
So I think we were watching the game as we were recording. The umps did him kind of dirty, and I think he proved that last night that he still has the stuff. Because he clearly got frustrated with the umps after the umps were just messing up calls left and right, and then that whole game went to shit. Last night he had a good start.
the best Ranger you can get is the cocky Ranger.
Mm-hmm.
And he's the one that's a ground ball that's hit back up to you, and he just lollygags it over to first.
He
Like
fucks with it.
yeah, he literally throws it behind his back. He does some Savannah Banana shit, and then throws it to first base. Like that's when you know Ranger is on his game, and that's he did not do that against Cincy, but he did that last night against Seattle. And
Yeah.
then the next game was Sanchez on the mound, and he got blew up too. So it's not great.
Which is crazy because he's in the running for the Cy Young. So
Yeah,
the fact that they were close, but I that was an off game for him. And then of course we had Wheeler have another not so great outing in DC. They won that game, didn't they?
was that the first game?
I think, unless it was
No, that was
Jesus.
that was Jesus because that was Jesus versus Lord. Was that
Okay.
first game? So that was the second game, which we won 6-2, and Tanner Banks won that. But Wheeler did start. He 5 innings, 4 hits, 2 runs, 2 earned, 1 homer, 6 Ks, and 2 walks. So he didn't have his best stuff, but he was still there, and he did not get the win, but he was a part of a win.
But I guess the bigger story is our quote unquote two aces. They lost in DC, right? No,
No, Wheeler did not lose.
I
They
thought they.
won that game. They won that game. He didn't get the win, but they won that game.
How many did they take in DC? I thought it was 2-2.
It was 2-2. Yes.
So they lost with
They
Jesus,
lost
one with
the
Wheeler.
first one. They lost the first one 3-2. Won the second one 6-2. Lost 2-0 to. That was Taiwan Walker's game where he gave up 2 runs and six in a 2/3 innings.
A
So
weird
here,
thing where it's the friggin' batting didn't show up for him.
correct.
It's so weird to say
Yeah,
nice things about Taiwan Walker
yeah.
after 2 years
Taiwan
of shitting on
Walker.
him.
Yeah, Taiwan Walker has looked pretty damn good the last few starts, and then we won the fourth game 11-9, and that was with Tanner Banks won that too with Duran getting the save. Oh, that wasn't the one. No. So, oh yeah, we got to talk about that too. So the other game where Duran came in when there was no save opportunity, and he got a line drive directly to his foot. It was not great, and he had to leave. He thought it was going to be more serious because they got the card out. He can't put weight on it, and then the next day he comes out and gets the save.
Yeah, that was like a whole thing too, because it took like 10 minutes to get him off
Yeah,
the field.
yeah. It took like 10 minutes for the cart to even get out there. A
Which,
great, a great baseball cart.
ironically, after both the radio broadcast and the TV broadcast were talking shit on the Mets pickup for their closer who blew 4 saves.
Oh, dude, Presley has been awful for them. Every game that he's come in, it's been brutal, absolutely brutal. But yeah, that game. So 2 days ago or 3 days ago because it's dropping on Wednesday. So we won 11-9, but that was Nola's first game back. He looked pretty good the first 2 innings, and then all of a sudden he turned into vintage Nola, and it was
He
just
couldn't even make it to the 4th. He did this in the 3rd. Do the Ravs come out in DC the 3rd inning? Did like the fucking manager of the Nationals just flash a picture of a Rav up there? Be like, hey, Aaron, you got PTSD? Oh my
it
god.
wasn't. I'm for the first game back. You would prefer JT be the one that's catching them, like you would prefer for them to actually have their so-called all-star lineup, and you had Weston Wilson in, you had Marshawn in, so it was pretty rough for Nola to come back in order to have Marshawn as your catcher too. So not the best. And that was clearly proven because the third inning, all of a sudden, all hell broke loose.
Yeah, like how does that get? How do you have a 6-run lead, and then that game goes tied?
And then you blow it
Like,
just like
dude,
that.
you could have given up 2, 3 runs. Everybody would have been happy. Like, hey, that was a solid outing for returning. No, you let them come back and tie it up, and then you
Well,
went 2 1/3.
yeah, well, the worst part was that so that third inning, he comes out, he strikes the guy out swinging. Then they have a single, then another single, then another single, then a walk, then another single, then a double, then a double. Then the guy stole third, and then they struck out and then grounded out to second base, and Bryson Stott to Bryce Harper. So, but that was after they replaced Nola and gave it to Tanner Banks. But like, what the hell, dude? Like, and also, what are you doing, Topper? By, he got the first out. Okay, fantastic. But then you see him give up a single. You see him give up another single, and they're both hard hit balls. It's not like it's little 60-mile-an-hour back to the pitcher or little bunts or whatever it may be. They were hard line drives and hard ground balls, and you're just like, whatever, he'll get out of this. Then you see him give up a double. Then you see him give up another double, and you're still not doing anything. Like, dude, you have to have the feel of the game, and you see Nola out there on the mound, and he sort of has a little bit of a tell of when things are going wrong, and
Mm-hmm.
that's when he like takes off his hat and
Rubs the 5 head.
he's like freaking out, like pretty major. It's like watching me have my dairy allergy. Like I'm just like touching my face, and like that's what he's doing when he's in full on panic mode, and that's what I do. Like it's just you can clearly see it, man, and it's a disgrace that we're constantly having to have this conversation about a manager being able to like, hey, let's just calm down and know how the feel of the game is going and have somebody ready. And he just never does it for anything.
The benefit is, I guess the Mariners were watching him Sunday because they went and did the same thing Monday for us, where they just left Logan Gilbert in there just to, you know,
Yeah, Logan Gilbert was giving up batting practice, man. It was awesome.
it's like no bullpen activity. Like I listened to that game on the ride home, so I didn't get to actually watch it. And even they were like, "Yeah, no one's moving in the bullpen. Guess he's just gonna leg this one out.
Well,
I guess they'll pull him after this guy. Oh, still no one in the bullpen.
yeah,
Guess he's
no.
staying in another one."
And the worst part was that we literally tried to give it back. Like
Yeah.
we're like, you know what? We're gonna go with Jordan Romano here, and we're gonna see how this goes. So it was like 7-0 or something at that time. Like it was some weird number, and then all of a sudden it turned into 7-4, and you're like, oh shit, like this isn't good.
Well,
And
like,
then
let's call the nose out from Double Dare. Get him out there. See if we pick a winner out of the fucking nose, which he
uh,
does for Seattle.
and of
He
course not. So he gave up 2 runs. He only got one out. He couldn't even pitch a full inning. So you had Kirkring come in, and he was basically lights out as usual. He's been pretty damn good. I'd say 85% of the season. Like I'm not going to give him the whole season because there's been times that you can't trust him at all.
whenever he has to show up Romano, get out of the way, old man. I got this.
Yeah, and then they pull out like the story of the day was you had Hoffman getting called up from the minors, and this was his first major league debut. His grandma was coming in from like Arkansas or some hillbilly state, so everything was feeling pretty damn good. And then he threw his first pitch, and it was a strike, and it was kind of like a sidearm strike, and it was like 94 miles an hour. You're like, okay, this is pretty good. And then the second pitch was a dead ass single, straight back. And I was like, oh shit. And it was just more singles, more doubles. I don't know if he gave up a home run, but he gave up 3 runs. There was 2 Ks, 1 walk, and he has a 27 ERA in 1 inning.
And he will never be seen again.
No, and they basically gave up. Uh,
Well, the final score is what, 12-7?
yeah, and they had all of a sudden you're in the ninth inning. It was 2 outs, and you're just begging that this dude be able to get through this inning. That's
Well,
all you're doing is just begging for it to happen, and he's not getting through at all. So you had to get Robertson and start having him throw as fast as he could, as quickly as he could, just to be able to get out of this disaster again. And luckily, you got the guy to strike out and end the game. So,
well, you gotta give credit where credit's due, because the Mariners they're not a bad team. Like, they've got a fierce lineup when they're hitting and they're hot. So,
dude, if we're pitching in Seattle, the score would have been 12-7 then.
oh yeah,
Like
what?
it completely opposite. It's insane how bad we are. I think I meant to pull that up earlier.
How shitty our bullpen is,
Well,
or just pitching overall.
Our splits, it's
Oh.
insane.
Well, just the whole point. I think I don't know if you said it on the show last week, but I know we talked about the World Series, that if the Phillies aren't going, you thought it was going to be the Mariners versus the Brewers. I don't know if that was in
Yeah.
our chat or if that was on our show. And
I just
no, it was
don't.
on the chat, because it was on the show, because I pitched you the scenario of how we lose in the NLCS to Rhys Hoskins.
I just don't think we have enough pitching, and our bats are too up and down. Like yesterday was phenomenal. It was fantastic, but just now, like it's bottom 6, we had a runner on first with no outs. Now there's 2 outs, and the runner's still at first. Like,
Yeah, it's weird. Well, that's the weird thing I want to talk about with the batting. It feels like they're on the home run ball again, rather than the small ball game, which is weird because they've been running up the runs, but also, like, you had 4 home runs last night. I think you had like 3 or 4 home runs the night before. Like, they're hitting the ball. Bryce and Schwarber are nailing the ball far. Trey had his 1500th hit, and it was a home run, the first one in
yeah,
Citizens Bank Park this season.
yeah, we gotta talk that up, man. We didn't even say that. That's a great thing.
Yeah.
Finally he possibly be turning the page too. He got that monkey off his back, and we're feeling pretty good. And yeah, man, 1,500 hits.
Isn't he
First home
hitless
run.
tonight?
Huh?
Isn't he hitless tonight?
Hey, we don't care about that.
That's next week's problem to bitch about him when we go.
That's next week's problem. That's not tonight's problem.
Uh, it,
No, he's not hitless tonight.
he's got one.
hit.
Okay.
He's one for 3 with a K.
All right.
And a stolen base, man.
All right.
JT has a stolen base too, and so is Bryson Stott.
Yeah, they're definitely taking advantage of the guy who came off a rehab assignment tonight.
Yeah, I must have missed that because I didn't see any stolen bases.
I caught that part on the ride home, because it was the bottom of the third, because it was Stott as leadoff, and I was like, this is the lineup I want: Stott, Turner, Schwarber, Harper, and they were able to bring Stott home, and then I think they ended up bringing Turner home too. Schwarber didn't do shit.
But yeah, Bohm just singled. Brandon Marsh flew out. Nick Castellanos flew out. Harrison Bader struck out.
Mm-hmm.
So your bottom of the lineup is still pretty rough. So if you're expecting to get to the World Series on that lineup, it's rough. Like you had to go out and you had to bolster the bullpen, which you did with Duran. And it's
then
pretty
you
damn
tried to
good.
kill him.
Yeah, and it's pretty damn good that Alvarado is back. I still don't understand why he can't play in the playoffs. I guess because he's a cheater, so they're not rewarding them with, hey, you missed the whole entire year, but
Mhm.
you can go out in playoffs now. Like I get it, but it still sucks for us,
Well,
obviously. As
how do you feel about the Robertson acquisition thus far? I don't think it's been bad. It's not. It's not the top tier move, but I don't think he's been bad.
yeah, I don't think he's been bad, but he also, I think they're saving him is the right word, but like
As
they're
they
not
should.
yeah, they're not really like using them every day like I thought they were going to because of how bad our bullpen truly is. Like I thought he was going to be in almost every game or at least every other game or
So
close to it, but he's like once a week.
I think the key conversation here, because the thing that's gotten us this far in the season has been our pitching, starting pitching at least. That's in shambles. We have one ace and then four inconsistents. Actually, three inconsistents, and Cy Young Walker is your number two.
And Topper said it today that who's gonna call it? Um, Sanchez is now the ace of the staff, and he's ready to prove that, and he thinks he can handle it with no big deal. It kind of did tonight. Like I think he did pretty well. You know, he only gave up one run. He's in the
Top
top
of the seventh, yeah.
seven. Was gotten out, so he's doing what he's supposed to do. He's keeping himself in that Cy Young
12
category. He
Ks.
bounced back from the terrible outing that he had last time. So
He's got 12 Ks tonight too, as we're
yeah,
recording this. So that's pretty good. But like,
and against this offense, like everyone's in the lineup. I know they gave Raleigh the day off as a catcher, but he's still in the lineup as the DH.
so what do you think are, assuming the world's, well, assuming the playoffs started today, I think we get the bye. I think we're one up on the Dodgers before today's game or Tuesday's games. We're game up on the Dodgers, meaning we get the bye. We're gonna face the winner of the Dodgers versus the Mets. I think as of the way it would schedule would have worked. Who are your three starters? Obviously Sanchez,
It just,
Jesus.
dude, like you have, holy shit, like there's
Because the other
nobody.
two go into the bullpen. Honestly, and I hate it's such a weird place to say it. Walker would be given the ball, given how he's doing.
Yeah,
And then
as of right now, you have to ride the hot hand, and you know what they're gonna do is they're gonna put Nola out there.
yeah, make you cry.
Um,
Split it with Walker, and then they'll split Jesus with Ranger and vice versa. That's what's going to
now,
happen.
now they're taking out Sanchez after the umpire screwed him.
Good. Don't burn his arm, because that's one thing that does concern me about him is now that he is your quote unquote ace, he is the guy that can give you innings. You're going to run him too hard, and he's got what? 4 more starts before the playoffs? 5 more starts, maybe?
He was pissed at the umpire. That was fantastic, walking off saying, like throwing his glove and all sorts of stuff. Like it looked like he was ready to throw the ball at Topper, which I would have got excited about. Just pegged him as he's walking out, but he was looking at the umpire the whole entire time, like shaking his head and pissed off. But yeah, like you,
Well, Sanchez is your first game. Is you playing your first game against? I would assume Yamamoto. I'm just gonna go with they're playing the Dodgers in the NLDS.
you didn't even have like one lefty. Well, you had Ranger in 2022, but now you have like four in your starting rotations.
Yeah.
Jesus, Sanchez, and Ranger. And yeah, okay, three. Can't count. But it's
But given today, do you start Ranger over Jesus or Jesus over Ranger? Because if you're asking me if the playoffs started tomorrow, Sanchez is going out for game 1. Game 2 is going to go to Walker, which is fucking bonkers to be saying right now. In game 3, I personally would give it to Ranger.
there's no shot it's gonna happen that way though, dude.
No, it's Ranger. It's going to be Sanchez, Nola, Ranger. I'm telling you what I want.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I agree with what you're saying. But yeah, that's exactly how it's going to go. It's going to go Sanchez, Nola, Ranger.
But I'm saying the playoffs started because Nola's got 5 starts to get his shit back together. Ranger had a good start yesterday. If he has another good 1 or 2 starts, all right, I'm confident. Same with Jesus. He has another 1 or 2 good starts in a row. Like they have to have consistent good starts in a row because they're doing this roller coaster bullshit.
Jesus cannot be a starter right now.
You
Like
think?
if I'm saying in your scenario that the
Yeah.
playoffs
Oh,
started tomorrow,
yeah.
he's not a starter in the playoffs, and the only reason why is because he cannot pitch out of the stretch. He has no idea how to do it once when runners are on base.
Which I'd be okay with splitting a game between him and Ranger or him, or probably preferably him and Nola.
But then
If he had
again,
to.
if you're coming out of the bullpen, that's the only time that you're doing. You're only pitching out of the stretch if you're coming out of the bullpen.
Mm-hmm.
So, man, yeah, I don't know.
Again, we're playing a weird hypothetical with there still being a whole month of baseball left because they all have got about 4 or 5 more starts left in them. Knock on wood, shit could go sideways completely, or hallelujah, everybody's all of a sudden pitching Cy Young caliber. We don't know what we don't know, but if we're doing the hypothetical, okay, today's last game, we're watching. Well, we're fucked because Sanchez is pitching the last game of the playoffs start. But yesterday was the last game. Sanchez is starting game 1, and even if Wheeler somehow miraculously made it back, which he won't, I personally think he's done for the year. Sanchez is your game 1. Honestly, right now, I would look at Taiwan and be like, look, you're game 2. You're the most consistent. You've got 2-something ERA since the All-Star break.
Sanchez?
No, Walker.
Walker.
I know overall he's got 3-something. So he's been. I haven't bitched about him on the show since the All-Star break, and I feel like that's a good barometer. And then Ranger would be your third if I was managing. Mainly because we have 1 start with Nola. So if that's how he's going to be at the major league level going forward, you're only giving me 2 innings. That's all you could give me.
Taiwan Walker has a 3.34 ERA.
Which is not bad for a 3rd or 4th starter on a team. Which is, again, bonkers to be on the side of defending the Walmart greeter that earned an NLCS ring by just standing there. Or was he on the team? Was he on the team in 2022?
No.
Oh, okay. Earned
He was just a year.
NL East championship ring by just standing there and rolling out there to throw batting practice every 5th game.
Yeah.
I could say that.
Good old Kirkering just walked the bases loaded, back to back, 8 straight balls.
I told you, as a manager, you should have put Romano out there first to fuck up and give up a run, and then bring out the stud of get out of the way, old man. And I'm gonna guess he still has to pitch to the next guy because Sanchez put the first one on the base, and the 3 bat minimum guy. So, as pitching is spiraling out of control, as we literally speak, how do we get Romano off the team before tomorrow?
The only way Romano gets off this team.
Does it rhyme with bed?
No, it rhymes with Mater. Painter.
Oh, Painter. Oh, that ain't happening. That was a fucking bust, too. You should have traded that stock when that stock was at its highest fucking value.
That was I think he should have threw it to home on there. But that's the only way you're going to get Romano off this team is you're gonna have Painter.
I don't want to interrupt you to do live commentary of the game we're watching. He didn't throw it to home because it's not his run. He don't give a fuck.
Like you were going to home, but you turned your body and threw it to first. Like I don't know. It doesn't
And
make
he
any
made eye contact with Sanchez as he did it. Mm-hmm. There's your fucking Cy Young.
um. So that's the only way is if Painter just literally goes your 5 starts, your 5 next starts, and it's 7 innings,
He's not eligible.
10 Ks, no runs, like literally on fire.
He had to come up today, didn't he? As of this recording, to be eligible for the playoffs.
I don't know. I don't know if there's a time. Oh, god damn it.
Is it? Is it? Oh no, you're ahead of me in the game. um. Oh, that is awful.
Thanks, Kirk. But yeah, so that's your only way that you're going to get Romano off this team. Oh my god.
So as pitching unravels, as we're talking about this here on today's episode, not talking about the results of the Mariners Phillies on Tuesday, August 19th game.
And you just wasted Sanchez's gem again.
Yeah, well,
hey, welcome to being an ace.
Yeah.
On the Phillies team.
Wheeler probably sent him a text and went, "It's official. You're the ace." This is all last year for me, buddy. Hey, remember the NLDS where I only gave up 1 run and we lost?
Oh man.
And then the team couldn't even give me an opportunity to pitch Game 5? Yeah, I remember it too. Welcome to being an ace on this team, bitch. So what? They're obviously going to the playoffs right now. I guess they're fighting for the bye. I don't know if that works in their favor or not. The longest runs they've had is they've had to be the underdog, and this top dog bullshit isn't working out.
No, dude, I want the wild card. Give me a third wild card. Just fall all the way down.
I don't want to face the Brewers as of right now. Again, I'm playing on that hypothetical because we got a whole month or 6 weeks left of baseball. So we're at game 120 of 121 of 162. You got 40 more games out there. So I don't know.
Pickering had not walked a batter since the All-Star break. 45 straight batters faced without one.
Well, then who did this?
Back 4 pitch walks tonight and both score.
You did this. You did this. You complimented him.
Yeah. Well, to be fair, I did say that he's hot and cold. Like, I didn't say he's been amazing this whole entire year. I said 85% of the time you feel comfortable with him in. Unfortunately, I felt comfortable. This was one of the 15% times that I should have felt uncomfortable.
I feel like Romano is taking part of his salary to pay the bullpen to look worse than him. It's like, this is how I stay on the team, guys. If you want a nice 10K, like, that should be gambling. You should investigate him for the fucking blackmail or bribery that's happening in that bullpen. Hey, Hoffman, I know it's your debut, but I'm going to go out there and go fuck up this game. You need to do worse.
I'm gonna tag the FBI and tell them to look into this game because Kirkering throwing 8 straight balls, that's not normal.
No. Oh, that ump's been garbage. I didn't watch any of the StatCast or anything like that to see where the pitches were, but if he fucked over Sanchez, I'm sure he fucked over the other guy.
There was at least 3 pitches that were strikes.
Yeah, well, then that makes sense. This umpire's garbage, and someone's getting thrown out the next inning.
I hope so. Hopefully Topper. And then he falls and... Oh, never mind. I'm going to finish that.
Stop trying to kill people, dude.
Oh, dude. It's been a rough day in my mind, man. It's been a rough day in my mind.
So I think that's going to kind of wrap us for this week. They did come out of that road trip, or at least the part that we were talking about at 3-3, or it was 3-4. They won 3, lost 4.
How are you feeling about Topper?
Indifferent.
Are you fully on board and this is the guy that's going to lead us to the promised land? Or are you basically in my camp that is like, we've seen enough time to, just...
So it's twofold. You can only play the pieces you're given. And the bullpen has been shit up until you got Duran. I get why he put him in that Friday night where he got drilled in the ankle. He hadn't pitched in 5 days, so he's probably just trying to, like, hey, go out there and throw a couple, keep loose.
Yeah, and he asked to go out there.
Yeah, so I get that.
I texted my brother, and I'll be honest. Like I said it's stupid. He shouldn't have went in. So I'll be honest
It,
there. And then
it's
I
only
looked
stupid
into
because he
it.
got hit.
Yeah, but even still, like a four, I always bitched about that. You know, even back to the
But hey,
freaking Jose Mesa's days.
we had a 3-run lead here. We've had a 7-run lead in other games. So like apparently with our bullpen everything's a save. I don't know. Like I do think he's a victim of what the cards he's been dealt, but at the same time, he's a slave to analytics, and I hate that. Like commit to Marsh. Ever since Marsh came off I mean he is now, but ever since Marsh came off that IL, he was batting like 300. Why the fuck are you still platooning him? And don't be like, well,
And,
that's why he's batting 300. No, you don't know.
and now he's back to being average again.
Yeah.
So you lost out on the hot streak.
Uh, I don't know. Maybe make Kyle Schwarber go out to the fucking left field when your catcher's one of your hottest hitters, and don't give him the full day off. Let him DH like Cal Riley gets to do on the Mariners.
And Bader's just fucking trash, man.
But
Like
that's another one where he got the card that was dealt to him. Dombrowski went out and only did that. Honestly, I'm ready to move on from Dombrowski. I know that's a weird thing to. Maybe I'm ready to move on from Middleton, who just lies to our face and says, "Yeah, we're gonna go out and spend," and then just doesn't fucking spend, or
yeah.
spends on the wrong fucking thing, and then has to be like, "Well, I made a bad investment."
Yep. Well, I'm fully on that Dombrowski kick. I'd like him gone too. You know, he's done great things here,
His eyes
but
are on Nashville,
yeah,
so
unfortunately, he couldn't get us to the promised land. You know, it's time to move on from him and Thompson. Thanks for all you did. You brought winning baseball back to
but
Philly. This is the first time in a decade, but
if you move on from Topper, then who? Kind of like the JT question. I'm not good with managers, but I know the one that everybody was wanted was Terry Francona, who's now over on the Reds, right?
yeah,
No, yeah, he's at the Reds. I I don't know who you put in that place. Obviously, Joe Girardi isn't like a terrible manager. Just didn't work in Philly for whatever reason.
like you need somebody like Terry Francona, Dusty Baker, something that has that old school baseball. And you thought you were getting that with Topper. Like, yeah, that's exactly what you thought you were getting with him. But apparently, he had too much analytics in him. And who would have guessed? Because he never did that when he was like any of the bench coaches that we were told. So who knew what the hell to expect?
But will that gel well with people like Bryce Harper?
It's going to have to because it obviously is failing right now.
But would you say that Joe Girardi is more of the old school mentality?
We thought, but it turned into analytics too.
I feel like he had more because he had a temper on him. I feel like I don't know how he. Imagine Girardi with Bohm.
Oh, I agree. Like
Bohm would not be our third baseman. It would be Sosa.
oh,
With that old school mentality, Bohm would be the platoon person, and I don't know if that's the right call.
That is true.
You put Bo in that fucking dugout, Harper wouldn't be playing. You didn't run out the first. Fuck you. Go sit over there,
But
franchise.
he would have also like if Bader was hot, he would have kept Bader in.
Yeah.
JT was hot, he would have kept JT in, doing what you said. Yo, Kyle, you got to go run for 9 innings
Catch.
potentially. Like
Go.
just get out there. We have to have our catcher still hit, but
Go catch a damn ball. You're a baseball player, not a fucking batter.
Yeah, just go do something for this team, dude. Other
Um,
than just smoking bowls, smoking balls left and right.
but yeah, it's I don't. To back to your original question, I'm indifferent to the manager. The players did better obviously when he took over, so that was a plus. Um, but then he does weird shit. Like, is he really still a player's manager? Like, I still think there's probably tension between him and Casty. Like after that one incident, um, there's probably tension between him and Bohm because They have had Topper's not a blow up, but Topper has followed him down the goddamn steps when he's thrown his tantrums, as he should. I'm not saying that he shouldn't have. Just he's always been pitched as the player's manager, and like the players like playing for him. Well, do they? They also like winning, and they're not doing that like at the highest level.
Yeah.
So I'm indifferent. I don't know. I don't have an option as to who could replace him, so he can stay.
But I think you're right. I think Dombrowski is more of a problem than what Topper is.
And Dombrowski's just getting the blame because he's the face of it. I think it's the front office mentality of we're all in, but then not really being all in.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sorry, you lost on the Painter deal. I don't think Painter's going to be a stud. I think Painter is going to be a B plus Aaron Nola, and you know my feelings on Aaron Nola.
I think you're wrong. I think Painter is going to be perfectly fine next year. He's going to be on the team too. Like, he's going to make the team out of camp, and everything's going to be okay.
Who's he going to replace on the lineup? Ranger?
Jesus Luzardo. Or no, he has a year left. Ranger Suarez. The Rangers gone.
I don't know. I'm not sold on Painter. Every time, because I follow the Iron Pigs, and every time I see his outings, they are not impressive. They're just mid, if not bad. He just feels like an Aaron Nola. And again, you know my feelings on Aaron Nola. So
listen, he was getting up to 100 miles an hour of pitching. If he can get back to that, and normally you take about 2 years to fully recover from Tommy John surgery.
This has been 2 years, hasn't it?
It's been like a year. Yeah. So, listen.
I'm not trying to squash your hopes. I'm just saying you had his all-time high stock at this trade deadline. Why would you not go get a player that you could have control over? And don't be such a dick of like he's off the table. Like, to come into that trade deadline of he's off the table, knowing this was an all or nothing year, is kind of rough.
Don't use your new math on me.
I'm not using your new math. Just like, hey, go be the Dodgers or the Mets.
No, your new math about isn't this actually 2 years? Yeah, your new math is okay, whatever. Like, I'll
take the Oklahoma test. I'm sorry.
He has another 6 months, all right,
okay,
before he's fully healthy and good to go. He's going to come out in spring training looking like the rookie of the year, the Chicago Cubs guy that literally is throwing 100 miles an hour as a 13-year-old. That's what he's going to look like. He's going to be throwing 100 miles an hour again.
I don't want to get too far out of my skis, but he's going to be an Iron Pig next year. And we're going to go sign some dipshit coming back from it's like a Bauer or some dipshit that we're going to give a second chance to. And then we're going to put him on the team for $8 million a year as our fifth starter. And be like, no, guys, just hear us out. He's only giving up a grand slam every other game. It's okay.
We're going to bring in Justin Verlander, who is like 1-12 this year.
Clayton Kershaw. I know he's been a Dodger his entire fucking life, but he's on the way out. They're like, hey, I think you got one more in you.
you want $25 million to come here for one more year?
One more year. And honestly, you're only going to make it to the All-Star break, and we'll just be like, all right, we fucked up.
Where's Jake Arrieta when you need him?
I think we're going to go out and sign some dipshit.
I don't even know who the free agents are, but
it's Ranger. We're not getting Ranger.
Yeah.
Ranger will be pitching for the Oakland Athletics. I don't know. I don't want to get out into those conversations. We'll have all winter piss and moan about how we're losing free agency. But I just think when it comes to Andrew Painter, we missed the window of opportunity with him of unloading him for a Quan or for just anyone. I think anyone would have taken him because everybody had they talked him up.
Is the latest time to sign someone play in the MLB playoffs?
Could have sworn it was the 15th. Because that was the whole conversation with Justin
The
Crawford.
latest move to sign or acquire a player to be eligible for the MLB postseason is 11:59 Eastern on August 31st.
So if he gets called up in the next week, he can play in the playoffs. Well, is it call up? Does that include call ups?
Yes.
Or is that just for okay?
Well,
then I go back to your original point of this bullshit with Jose Alvarado. Then.
So he could have 2 fantastic starts in AAA. He could reach the 100 miles an hour. He could go 7 innings for both times, and he's going to get called up. And Romano is going to be DFA'd, and then Ranger is going to go to the bullpen, and it's going to be glorious. Yep, there it is. There's the prediction, and we're winning the World Series, and good old who's going to call it is going to get a ring.
Because you've got high hopes. You've got high hopes. And none of that shit's happening.
Fucking Buddy Kennedy is going to get a ring this year, okay?
No.
Think about that.
If he gets a ring, that means Romano gets a ring. And now I'm torn.
Is it just 1 year for Romano, or we sign him to 2 like idiots?
No, it's 1. It's 1 year. Do we re-sign him? Probably.
There's no shot.
Like, hey, we know you're not $8 million, but would you play for us for $4 million? Huh? Who's winning here? You are. Come back over. Oh, you want? Oh, do you and Joe Ross are a package deal? Yeah, fuck it.
Yeah, we want him back too.
We got an extra $4 million to blow now that we're only giving you $4 million. Let's give it to Joe. Either one, you want to try starter?
Didn't Romano used to be a starter?
I'm pretty sure we lose Strom this season too.
No, Strom's back.
No, you sure? I thought he was on a 2-year deal. He signed that in 22.
I don't think so.
Or 23, I'm sorry.
Let's see. No Strom contract.
Telling you, we're gonna bring back 41-year-old David Robertson too. Be the closer for some odd reason.
Through 2025 with a club option for 2026, so he's back next year.
Oh yeah, they're gonna bring him back. He's kind of like a franchise face now too. Anyway, I think it's gonna do it for us this week on the show.
This umpire fucking blows.
I agree. Because I just saw that. But that's going to do us. What do you got going on?
Fucking packing.
We can tell.
We may be on a 2-week hiatus because this is going to be, my computer's going to be packed.
That bad?
Yeah.
All right. Maybe I can convince Tyler to come back from assignment. Or just yell at somebody else, my incoherent rants.
Well, no, I don't have anything.
Well, this drops every Wednesday. Usually drops every Wednesday. Thursdays is the weekly protocol. We got the next 2 in the can, and they will be dropping. I couldn't tell you what the protocols are because I completely forgot. 4 Real Convos drops this Friday, and we're talking summer comedies. We talk about Heavyweights. We talk about Camp Nowhere, The Sandlot, and Euro Trip. I'm glad I remembered those. Minecraft Monday was off this week because yours truly was a zombie. Should be back next week because Frank Ward's back in town as well. Dace Man 14 streams on Thursdays. And then we got some other stuff set up in the pipeline. We're going to do a Diablo stream at some point and then possibly a Borderlands 4 stream at some point. So keep your eyes peeled to the facebook.com/Basement Protocol Productions for all our news. Check out the articles on basementprotocolproductions.com. I know they're a little behind. I do have some Twisted Metal to catch up on. I'm liking this strategy where I review the premiere and then at the end of the season, just give you everything I think of. So I'll probably just do that, timing-wise. But that's going to do it for us this week on The Fanatics. I've been Chris Dace Man Dace. He's been Erik Barrezo.
Bye.
Remember, Base Dollars, stick to the protocol. Erik, ring that bell.
Ring-a-ding-ding-ding. Welcome back.
To who?
To Jose Alvarado.
Oh, okay. Bye!